Okay.
How exciting. This is day 24. So congratulations, guys, for your amazing resilience, your oomph, your participation in the various Google Hangouts. Can I just encourage you, though, to try and join some of the ones that are whānau-wide. Like I was just in an amazing one with Miss T-Dubs, with Mrs. White, about cooking. And there were like only 20 of us there. So if you can get into a event that's happening right across your whānau, not just your class links, then have a go at that over the next 2 days. Well, there's only 2 days next week anyway that we know about at the moment. But please make sure you can involve yourself in some of that stuff. But as I said, day 24, it's pretty tough. I know your whole life has been disrupted. Everyone's has. So you need a good pat on the shoulder to congratulate yourself and your whānau for the way they're looking after you, the way you're looking after them, the way you're just keeping on with that great big fat smile on your face. Awesome. So give yourselves a pat on the shoulder. Awesome. And I've also noticed lots of people, probably boys mostly, they're eating all the time. I come onto the various Google links and they're eating. I love it. But make sure you're cleaning up the mess afterwards, and make sure you're not stealing food out of the fridge that your mum or nana or granddad or dad was expecting to use for cooking for dinner that night. But anyway, enough of that stuff. Next week is Multi-Language Week, starting on Sunday, actually. But we're going to hear more about that from someone else very soon. But I also have a very important message. So if you're not listening, listen now. I have just had a phone, literally hung up from a phone conversation with the health department. You will have heard about the case at Countdown Browns Road. If you or your whānau were at the Browns Road countdown yesterday, Thursday, between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock, you need to make sure you get a test, please. So, Browns Road countdown in Manarewa, between 12 o'clock yesterday and 1 o'clock yesterday in the afternoon. If you were there before 12, don't worry about it. If you were there after 1 o'clock, don't worry about it. If you were there, or someone from your whānau and the bubble that you are living in, you need to make sure you get a test ASAP. So tomorrow is Saturday. Probably less of a hassle getting it tomorrow because less people go and get their tests. If you are there, you also have to self-isolate for 14 days. Now, you may have seen the message in the paper about that, but there are two contradictory times, which is why we're now saying it's 12 to 1. One article says it was 12 to 12:30. Another one says 12:30 to 1. The reason I was just called was because there is a bit of confusion about the time. So it's now saying 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, Manarewa countdown, Browns Road, yesterday, Thursday, you or any of your people in your bubble. Tell the person who's around you what time yesterday is the situation at Countdown Manarewa. Great. So I heard everybody saying between 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock yesterday, Manarewa countdown, Browns Road. Very important, because the person who presented at Middlemore Hospital just this morning is the person who is infected, and they don't know how many other people might be. And that person had been out and about in the community. So if you want to find out more information after this, you just Google Countdown Browns Road, Manarewa, Middlemore Hospital, and you'll find more information. There's no need to get upset or worried or nervous. All you've got to do is go and get a test. If you were there yesterday, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, or someone in your bubble was there. Sweet. You'll all be fine. Just get tested. And if you were, you've got to stay self-isolating for the next 14 days. You'll also probably know Countdown Browns Road, Manarewa, was also one of the cases earlier in the month, at the beginning of September, where there was someone there as well. So be very, very diligent about that. But at the same time, I don't want you to get worried and nervous and scared. And when we come back to school, it's going to be safe. We're going to be happy. We're going to be following all the routines that we need to follow, and it's going to be A-OK. Rightio. I just want you to stop and think about something I asked you to do last week. So I said, what adult in your world has done something for you over the last week? Why don't you drop them an email? Why don't you say something to them about how much you appreciate what they're doing? So you all know the staff at our school are working really hard. I was just having a conversation with some people from the ministry. My day is just as long as it is when I'm at school. I'm, in fact, more tired than I normally am at school. Don't like sitting in front of a computer all day, that's for sure. But that's our life at the moment. We're working incredibly long hours, and the adults in your life are helping you with all the school stuff too. So be positive, keep up the smiles and all that sort of guff. And I've really enjoyed coming in and out of some of the Google Meets over the last week. I try to get into every class every couple of days or so. Some of you I've been able to get in more than that just because the timing is right when I might have finished a Google Meet, etc. So if I haven't come into yours enough, you drop me an email and you tell me, Mr. Taylor, you get into room 19 on Monday. So come Tuesday, we know at the moment level 4 finishes at the end of Tuesday midnight, they say. However, we'll know on Monday whether that's likely to continue or not. Fingers crossed it won't, but be prepared for it to carry on. I know I'm a clever guy and you all know that, but I reckon it's going to go a bit longer yet. So just be ready, just be prepared for that bad news on Monday. And if it is bad news, we keep on smiling, we keep on going, and we keep doing what we're doing. Okay, guys? Tell the person next to you what we're going to keep on doing. Smiling, working hard, participating, contributing, getting involved in our Google Meets. You've heard from your teachers all along the last 3 weeks. The more involved you are now with your Google Meets in your class, it's easier to come back to school. That's why we're meeting every single day. Some schools meet every other second day. We're not wanting you to be working, doing schoolwork all day, and we're not doing that, and we're not expecting that. But we are meeting every morning at least. That's really important to make it easier for you to get back to school as soon as we're allowed to at level 3. That good to know? Awesome. I know the staff can't wait to be back at school. We can't wait to see your smiling faces and we can be silly and have a laugh and have fun again. So we'll look forward to that. Radio. Certificates this week. Now remember, as I read these, I can't hear the reaction, but we'll give a high five for everybody at the end. And also remember, I can't hear if you've heard me or if you're in the link, these people whose names are called out. So I hope you are. Are you bringing them up, Miss Apiata, for me? Oh, cool. So I can close my other link.
When you're ready, mister.
Okay. And how do you cycle them up?
Yes, I cycle. I'm going to press next.
Oh, are you going to be as quick as I am?
Oh, you watch me.
Okay, so congratulations, you guys. So these are the people getting the certificates for this last week. Room 79, Jessica. So are they all seen these certificates as well, miss? Oh, cool. Don't the certificates look real flash, guys, now that they're all typed up and neat and tidy? I don't even need my $2 glasses to read these certificates. Awesome. Radio room 22, Trey. Room 73, Joshua. Room 30, Monaro. Now, Rimu, they were the ones from non-whānau leaders. Room 3, Ellie. Another one from room 3, Roy. Room 4, Marlene. Room 20, Harry. Room 23, Geordie. Room 28, Gloria. Room 34, Carlin. Room 70, Adrian. Room 70, Janisha. Another room 70. Room 70, Isaiah. Room 78, Sabrina. Room 20, oh, I can't tell if that's an 8 or a 3. Oh, room 28, Christian. Room 34, Jasmine. Kofai. Room 12, Precious. Room 15, Layla, sorry. Room 27, Sinali. Room 30, Jordan. Room 32, Fiolafani. Room 62, Michaela. Room 75, Chloe. Room 79, Villy. Room 32, Priya. Cody. Master 11, Alex. 13, Tualili. Room 22, Fagota. Room 19, Rhythm. Room 25, Isabella. Room 35, Safira. Hey, go back to that one. Did you see that thing clapping? Wow. Because do you know what? Mrs. Rowney can't see me and I can't see her face now, but she's a clever lady, isn't she? I was saying to her just the other night how amazing she's been with all this stuff. Look at that person. Clap, clap, clap. I don't know how to do that. So room 35, Safira. Room 69, Sienna. Room 73, Alicia. Room 11, Kira. Room 50. Mr. Tran, you've got a certificate from Mr. Upoko for fixing his oven on Father's Day. Now, if Mr. Upoko didn't have an oven to cook his food, he would not be a happy chappy. Although I'm sure he would have been able to improvise in a whole lot of other ways. And look at that nice Vietnamese meal picture he's put on that certificate. Awesome, Mr. Tran. Room 69, Azalea. Room 69, Amber Serene. Room 35, Isla. Tawa. Room 6, Karamia. Room 33, Zion. Room 9, Kyla. Room 9, Henri. Room 24, James. Room 26, Cody Lee. Room 29, Inatua. Room 33, Cortez with a G. Room 71, Rahani. Room 81, Durrell. That was quick. So a big congratulations to all our certificate winners. Give them all a big hand. Awesome. Everyone's giving a big hand. Wonderful. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Right, I'll talk again at the end, Miss Apiara. So over to the next wonderful person.
Cool. So just as Mr. Taylor said, we've got, actually, I can't remember if he did say this or not, or if I'm just streaming, but we have Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori coming up next week.
Did you say you're dreaming of me, Miss Apiata?
No.
Right. You were dreaming that I said something. Right. I thought you said you were dreaming about me. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't.
I saw that, Mark Murray. Don't be smart.
So, Mr. Pailua.
So, well done for celebrating our Tonga Language Week this week. And thank you to those of you who sent me all of your pictures of your drawings. It was awesome to see. I'm going to put them together and so put through a massive collage of them all so that we can put them, so that we can check it on Facebook and so you guys can celebrate it there as well. Also, kicking off this Sunday is Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori. So we're going to be celebrating Māori Language Week all of next week. So, sorry, technical difficulties. Remy couldn't hear me, but now they can. So, thank you to Ms. Tamaki for putting this together for you. You've got a lovely slide here, which your teacher will share with you next week, and she will go over, he or she will go over with you as well, and they will talk about the different challenges here that you can choose to do. All right, so we'll leave that with you and your teacher, and hopefully we get some cool stuff sent to your whānau leaders about what you have been doing to celebrate Te Reo Māori. Kia ora.
Cool. Shop us that. And I think now we have Mr. Devereaux. So here's something to just get your mind thinking. How many instruments do you think Mr. Devereaux can play at one time? You'll be pretty amazed with how many he can play. Everybody?
Just a heck of a question there. I mean, interpreted in so many ways. Well, we're going to... Do you want me to answer that, Ms. Apiata, or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Perhaps not. Perhaps not. Perhaps not.
Yeah. So we're going to press on with the song, and guys, what we need to happen is, like, we just want to see people just dancing. Obviously, you need your mics off for this, but you can sing along in the safety and comfort of your own home. If you've got people around you, whānau, I don't know, uncles over there, maybe your dog's over there, and they want to sing too, they can. That's really good. So we're going to have another throwback to the 90s. I'm just on this 90s buzz. I'm going to do a little Britney today. So here we go. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? Something wasn't right here. Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And now you're out of sight, yeah. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, cause I need to know now what you've got. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, well, I still believe, right now. Well, I lose my mind, give me a sign. Oh, hit me, baby, one more time. Here comes verse 2. Well, baby, baby, the reason I breathe is you. Oh, hey, you got me blinded. Oh, baby, baby, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. It's not the way I planned it. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, cause I need to know now what you've got. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, well, I still believe, when I stone you, well, I lose my mind, give me a sign. Oh, hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, well, I still believe, when I'm not with you, well, I lose my mind, give me a sign. Well, hit me, baby, one more time. There's our song for today, team. I hope you got your 90s grooves on. Mr. Lee's almost got his 90 haircut on, and I appreciate that. Shot MI, shot team, keep listening to awesome jams. I can't wait for school singing when we're back on the ground. Ka kite anō.
And go Mr. Lee with his boogieing on down. Woo!
Love it. Thank you, Mister. And now up next, we have our Positive Play Awards. So Senators, when you are ready.
So my Positive Play Award this week goes to Mr. Taylor.
Oh!
For always being an amazing and enthusiastic principal and for always being there for our students. Thank you.
Thank you.
So my Positive Play card goes to Liana from 70 for always handing in her work every day and joining our Google Meets.
You guys are speaking really well.
My Positive Play Award this week goes to Mr. Davidson for his amazing maths assignments and maths games he provides his classes.
Woo!
My Positive Play Award goes to Priya for room 32 for her engagement and dedication by bringing the oomph and energy to all her Google Meets.
My Positive Play Award goes to Miss McBee for making the work fun and engaging.
My Positive for showing awesome leadership skills and showing Manakitanga by organizing a leadership meeting with the senators.
My Positive Play Award goes to Miss Apiata for your awesome mahi you do for Ko-Whai and always ensuring that we are doing our work to the best of our ability even though we are at home, and also checking in once in a while to see how we're going. Thank you.
Thanks, Jessica.
And my positive play award goes to Dagon Room 69 for delivering an awesome speech in the Thai language.
Wow. So Dagon spoke in Thai.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
Let's give all of our positive play award winners a big round of applause. Thanks, Senators. Okay, next up we have the Curriculum Council. And now just a little fun fact. We've got Arushi and Roy who are going to present something from the Curriculum Council. But did you know that Arushi is multi-linguistic, which means she can speak more than one language? And Roy one day is going to be really, really famous for writing quotes. I'm putting my money on it, and I'm just saying it, you know. Thanks, Arushi and Roy, all yours.
Okay, I'll just start us off. So last week, the Curriculum Council had a meeting online, and we thought instead of asking people something that would go towards competition, this should be the time to really just check up on people on how they're doing in lockdown. So we made a Google form that we sent to a few people in each class. So please, if you received it, please go and fill out that form. We need as much feedback as we can for how we can improve. Thanks.
Cool.
Just to recap, what was it again? Malole Kokiwako Roy, and I am a representative from the Curriculum Council. So the Curriculum Council made a small survey asking students about their lockdown. Some of the feedback was that students miss school and their friends, and how boring it is, which probably most people feel. There was one question which was, what have you learned about yourself in lockdown? One of many students responded with, I have learned that I love writing in my free time. And another responded with, I learned to be nicer to my siblings. Shout out to Ms. Tamaki for consistently pushing her students during lockdown. Thank you to the students who did the survey, and also stay safe and remember that we all will be back together at some stage. Be kind and be grateful.
Thank you, you two. Okay, so now we have up next is Mr. Bartlett.
Apiata, before we get to Mr. Bartlett, can we just say these guys are speaking so well. So fantastic, you guys, the Curriculum Council guys just now, and the Senators before with their positive play awards. So give those guys a big hand. Woo!
Tautoko. Okay, so Mr. Bartlett, here's a question for everyone to get you guys thinking. Did Mr. Bartlett teach any of the current Tongan rugby team players? I want to see either a thumbs up, yes he did, thumbs down, no he didn't, he wishes. Okay, cool. And Mr. Bartlett, when you're ready.
All right, malo e tau lava, am I? So I hope you're looking at this. And as we can see on the next slide, there's one of my old students, Ben Tamifuna. He went to the last World Cup 140 kg, and then he left the World Cup 160 kg. And his France team told him he had to lose his 20 kg again to play again for racing.
That's a lot of weight, Mr. Bartlett.
Yeah, he's a big boy. We used to call him Big Ben's Pies. But we'll move on from there. Thanks, miss. Just a reminder about some solid information under our Learn tab. We're going through that quickly as we went through it last week about your digital footprint and parent information. That's key under that Learn tab. Also the home learning, and also, Ms. Apiata, parent awareness around social media affecting families during this time, and the free 0800 number that was on there also. So a reminder just to go there. But I just wanted to concentrate on 5 ways to well-being and give. So that means your time, your words, your presence, like some of you have been during your Google Meets. Be active, as you know, our video cameras have to be on now. And in your classrooms and in your meets and with your family, you have to show that you're putting in a bit of mahi so they can reciprocate and treat you nicely as well. Keep learning. All the teachers have been going hardcore at that. So round of applause for our teachers, eh? Round of applause for our teachers, because I've been keeping that learning going every week. And our whānau leaders also, awesome job. And the connecting, so make sure you try to connect with other people, just even if it's a walk outside and you're waving across the road, it's always good to bring a smile to someone else's face and take notice of other people, just like one of our counsellors was just saying then, around touching base with other students in the school. Maybe pick someone that's you're not always connecting with all the time. Try and touch base with someone that you never connect with. Send them an email and just try and touch base, because they could really appreciate that and that could change their whole week. So thank you, Ms. Apiata. Moving along. And just
Mr. Bartlett, Ms. Apiata, could you go back to that last slide? I reckon it would be cool, Mr. Bartlett, if you organise that as a sign around our school somewhere.
Yeah, I can do that. Certainly.
Excellent.
I'll probably make it more of an HD sign. It's
right, yep. I reckon we could put a couple of them around somewhere.
Coolio.
People think that's a good idea? Yep, sweet. Mr. Opoko singing, oh, more sign to put up.
Yeah, more signs to do, and I'll give him some more signs to put up. Just the reminders that we went through last week, and it all it relates to the tapawha model there around haora. So treating your parents well, helping each other, staying home, staying safe as there's more cases out there now, and making sure you're getting in a bit of activity and respecting each other. As I've been ringing up families, I've been touching base with a few kids, not respecting their parents. Parents are asking me to touch base with them to get them off their video games and stuff like that. But it's up to you. You're all old enough now, and you can get yourself into a routine where you can especially wake up in the morning and get to those Google Meets, because some of you are staying up too late and then you can't get to your Google Meet in the morning. And remember that Scodal check-in that was sent today, and next Monday there'll also be another Scodal check-in. Thanks, miss. And emphasis this week, your teachers have been on about it. Make sure your screens are on. That means no foreheads. I'm seeing a lot of foreheads or the closet. Okay. It's all for a reason. It's just so we can engage. Okay.
Now we know you're bored, Mr. Opoko.
Yeah. The screen's just brown. Oh,
that's my forehead.
And we've got a little message here from one of our PC counsellors. Just take a look.
Malolele mai. Just a little message from the PC Council. I know sometimes it can be hard reaching out to adults, but please feel free to reach out to any member of the Pastoral Care Counsellor team. We're all on the website under the Learn tab and only an email away. Don't forget, Mrs. Hudson, Mrs. Hutchings, and Mr. Bartlett are also only an email away. Hope you all have a great weekend.
That was cool, Mr. Bartlett.
Mr. Bartlett, you're muted.
Oh, as I was just saying, that's Sarai's work there. So thank you for that message, Sarai. And moving on, as I was talking about my student earlier, that was him as a student, and then he got a bit bigger as a professional, and he got paid a lot of money going over there. That's why he ended up going to France. He used to play for the Waikato Chiefs, and there's a little promotion there of him when he was playing for Tonga. But here's a little video from him, and he's sending a little message out. So for all our Tongans out there, I hope you're listening.
Marolele Manurewa Intermediate, ko ngā ko peta me funa, ko tautoro noa eni, ko wanga ki tingmi ko Bordeaux i France, ko wanga mo ika le tahi, ko whamaloa tu ka Mr. Bartlett, e le mai ki whanga mai ki whaa ki loto lahat ka motolu, ko ofa pē ke mo mau ha wike le whakatonga fia, mo Kelesia, o ilo pe taimi koe niu ki whaingataa e mo lockdown. O te mo loto si koe kautonga una loto lahi. O te mo loto si mo loto lahi. Ko ofa lahi aka mo tolu.
And that's our little guest for this week.
That was quite emotional, Mr. Bartlett. I got tears in my eyes. I don't know why, and I don't even know the man.
Oh, he's a good man and very respectful. But that's me for the week. I've got another guest for Māori Language Week. You might know him, William Wairoa. So he's going to be on next Friday. And that's me. Ofatu.
Chop, Mr. Bartlett, thank you. So, Mr. Taylor, that brings us to the end of our assembly. I'm going to stop presenting my screen so that you become nice and big for everyone.
Oh, gosh. How exciting. So,
yeah, I think you should.
Back to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say to you guys again, all those people who presented now, you were fantastic. And I hope everyone who was watching agrees with me. So if you can give a nod or a fingers up, that was good. And also it's really professional. As I was sitting there listening to all that, I was thinking, what an amazing place we are working in. So a massive thank you to all of you guys who are making that happen. A massive thank you to all the staff who have been keeping you cajoled, whether they're a teacher, a grounds person, the office, LAs, all the things that people are doing to keep you motivated. When I saw the picture at the start of Mr. Bartlett's presentation with our whare and the entranceway and that, I felt emotional because it looked cool. So I hope you feel proud of our school as well and what's going on now, even though we're not there in person. So we give a big shout out to Mr. Opoko and Mr. Karapa and Mrs. Opoko for keeping our school looking flash and safe and clean and tidy, waiting for us all to get back there. Give them a big hand. I can't remember if I just spoke before, though, about how professional this seems. So I think we need to give a big handout as well to Miss Apiata for organising it, making sure everyone's sorted, getting the passionators organised to make sure each of their whānau are all linked in the second way. So I'd love to know what the numbers are on this. How can we find that out, Miss Apiata and Mr. Bartlett? Any idea?
Whānau leaders are keeping track of that now, and they're coming back with an honest number.
Excellent. Excellent. Cool. So for you guys, please remember what I said at the beginning. Keep motivated, keep involved. Staying in bed late in the morning because you've been watching TV or playing video games or on Netflix till late at night is not good. It will make it harder to get back. So trying to keep a routine, keeping the rhythm going is good for us. So one last time, please remember to acknowledge an adult, if you have not already done that, who's been doing some great stuff to help and support you in the last few weeks. I don't think I've got anything else to say. Have I, Miss Apiata?
I'm sure if we let you, you would find something else to say.
No, I won't. I won't do that. But I guess let's wrap it all up. So I really want to say you've been kamo te wehi. What does that mean? Awesome. So fantastic. All the great stuff and things you've been doing. So fingers up. Give yourselves a round of applause. Keep smiling. And remember, you do this. Just say it where you are. We do this all the time.
Every time. All of us.
All of us. Everywhere.
Woo!
All right.
Excellent. Keep smiling. Keep the energy going. Back over to you, Miss Apiata.
So I've got a little, I've been learning some Tongan this week. So I want to say malo aupito to everyone for all of your mahi this week, online learning. I've got another little saying that I've learnt. Amusia ke mau ma'u ai weekend fia, which means kia haumaru te noho I enei rā whakatā. Have a safe and happy weekend.